Alright guys, today we're diving into something I like to call the Lovell Theory. So, if you didn't know, Lovell Stanton is one of the main voice actors in SML. He's the guy behind tons of fan-favorite characters like Chef Pee, Joseph, Tyrone, Bowser, or Braxton, and many, many more. Now, here's something interesting. Even though Lovell controls all these characters, they rarely ever talk to each other in the same scene. Usually, it's just Chef Pee and Bowser interacting, not Joseph and Bowser or Joseph and Tyrone. And that actually makes sense, because it's hard to control several puppets at once. It's way easier to focus on one character or a simple two-character interaction. That's why we almost never see Lovell performing more than one puppet at a time, except for Chef Pee and Bowser. But here's where things get weird. In the few scenes where we do see Lovell's characters interacting, like Tyrone, Joseph, and Chef Pee, they actually seem to get along really well. They talk like they're friends, almost like they're teammates. And that's what led me to this idea, the Lovell Theory. All of Lovell's characters secretly work together. Let me explain. In the video Joseph moves in, Bowser ends up falling in love with Joseph's mom, who, happens to be a skeleton. Yeah, that's already wild. But what's really interesting is that Bowser, a Lovell character, shows affection for Joseph's mom, related to Joseph, another Lovell character. That's one clear connection. Plus, Bowser even lets Joseph live with them, meaning his characters are literally sharing the same space and storyline. Then, in Bowser Jr.'s daddy problem, Joseph becomes Bowser's new son. Again, a direct connection between Lovell's own characters. And if that's not enough proof, listen to what Chef Pee says in that video.
Okay, so Joseph's been hanging out with my dad all day today, so now my dad doesn't think I exist. He thinks that Joseph's his son instead of me.
Well, Joseph is pretty cool, and that's my nigga right there.
That line alone feels like a little wink to the audience, like Lovell knows his characters have each other's backs. So yeah, maybe it's just coincidence. Or maybe Lovell's characters are all part of a secret alliance within the SML Universe. In the first part, we talked about how Chef Pee, Bowser, and Joseph interact more than most people realize. But if you look closer, there are more videos that totally support this theory. Let's break it down. 1. Chef Pee's kitchen disaster. In this video, Chef Pee's trying his best to cook while everything goes completely wrong, as usual. But notice who shows up to make things worse. Bowser, of course, yelling at him as usual. But then later, Joseph shows up with Junior, and suddenly Chef Pee doesn't seem as mad. Why? Because Joseph's presence always changes the vibe. He and Chef Pee talk in a more relaxed, we're cool kind of way, like co-workers trying to survive chaos together. It's like Lovell's characters automatically sync up when they share a scene. 2. Bowser Jr.'s summer vacation. This one is interesting because it feels like a Lovell trio episode. You've got Bowser lounging around, Chef Pee trying to clean up, and Tyrone popping in during the family scenes. And even though they're not all directly interacting in every frame, the pacing of their scenes lines up perfectly. Like Lovell planned it so his characters' storylines move together. It almost feels like they exist in the same little Lovell universe within SML 3, Joseph's new house. Now this one's big. In Joseph's new house, we see Joseph showing off how rich he's become and who's around. Tyrone, Bowser, and Chef Pee all pop up or get mentioned throughout the episode. And what's crazy is, none of that feels random. It feels like Lovell's giving screen time to his own group of characters, all connected, all helping to move each other's stories forward. It's like his own personal SML multiverse. 4. Bowser Jr.'s credit card. Okay, this might be one of the clearest examples yet. In this episode, Chef PP tries to be responsible, while Bowser just spends and screams, and Joseph tags along for the fun. What's funny is how naturally they all bounce off each other, even though Lovell's literally voicing all three of them. That's not just convenience, that's chemistry. It's like he's created a rhythm between his own characters, a kind of teamwork that only happens when the same person knows exactly how each one would react. So, yeah, whether it's in Chef PP's kitchen disaster, summer vacation, or Bowser Jr.'s credit card, the pattern's clear. Lovell's characters aren't just random roles, they're a team. They share screen time, chemistry, and energy that you don't get with any other combo in SML. That's why I think there's something deeper going on. It's not just who Lovell voices, it's how he connects his characters to build his own behind-the-scenes story world. And that, my friends, wraps up the Lovell Theory, at least for now. We've seen how Lovell's characters, Bowser, Chef PP, Joseph, Tyrone, and more, aren't just random roles he happens to play. They interact, they connect, and they might even be working together behind the scenes in ways most people never noticed. From Joseph moves in to Bowser Jr.'s credit card, the pattern keeps showing up. Every time Lovell's characters share a scene, something special happens. It's like he's built his own little universe inside SML, full of chaotic teamwork and secret friendships. So, maybe it's just a coincidence. Or maybe, just maybe, Lovell's been building his own storyline within SML all along. Either way, it's fun to think about. If you enjoyed this theory, drop a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one, because I've got even more wild SML theories coming soon. Thanks for watching, stay awesome, and remember, sometimes the funniest secrets are the ones hiding right in front of us. Peace out, guys.